Imagine stumbling upon a penny worth thousands of dollars in your loose change. What if I told you that a tiny detail on a 1970 US penny could unlock its incredible value? Intrigued? You should be. This is no ordinary coin, it's a potential jackpot waiting to be discovered, hiding in plain sight. By the end of this video, you'll know how to spot a fortune in your pocket change, so stay tuned because you won't want to miss this. The 1970 US penny might seem unassuming at first glance, but it holds secrets that have fascinated collectors and experts for decades. Let's dive into the story of this coin, uncovering its historical significance, unique features, and the rare errors that make it so valuable. Picture this, it's 1970. America is a nation in transition. The Vietnam War continues to dominate headlines, inflation is reshaping the economy, and cultural movements are sparking profound change. Against this backdrop, the U.S. Mint was tasked with producing billions of coins for circulation, including the humble Lincoln Memorial penny. Designed by Victor D. Brenner, this penny featured Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the iconic memorial on the reverse. It was a staple of American currency, but not all pennies were created equally. During this time, the Mint faced challenges in ensuring the precision of their work. Errors slipped through, and while most were minor and dismissed, a select few became treasures for collectors. Could one of these treasures be hiding in your collection right now? To understand the allure of the 1970 penny, we first need to appreciate its design and composition. At 95% copper and 5% zinc, the 1970 penny was crafted with care, yet its simplicity belied the intricacies involved in its creation. Victor D. Brenner's design, celebrating Lincoln's legacy, had already endured for decades. But the coins minted in 1970, particularly at the San Francisco Mint, came with quirks that turned ordinary pennies into extraordinary finds. Let's talk about the most sought-after errors, starting with the 1970's small date versus large date variations. At first glance, the difference between these two might seem negligible, but to a trained eye, it's a game-changer. The small date variety's distinct features, a slightly higher 7 in the date and the alignment of the numerals, set it apart. This variation is rare, and when found in pristine condition, its value skyrockets. Imagine finding one in a roll of coins from the bank. It's the ultimate treasure hunt, but that's not all. Double die errors on the 1970 penny add another layer of intrigue. These occur when the coin's design is imprinted twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect. Look closely at the date, the lettering, or even Lincoln's profile, and you might spot this captivating error. For collectors, it's the rarity and the story behind these coins that ignite their passion. Other errors, like off-center strikes, die cracks, and clipped planchets, also enhanced the 1970 penny's allure. While these imperfections might seem minor to the untrained eye, they can mean the difference between a penny's face value and a collector's dream payday. Consider this, a 1970 penny with a dramatic off-center strike could fetch hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars at auction. It's proof that even mistakes can hold immense value. Speaking of auctions, let's dive into the records set by 1970-era pennies. Some specimens have sold for jaw-dropping amounts, with collectors eager to own a piece of numismatic history. One notable example is a 1970's small date penny with a double die error that sold for tens of thousands of dollars. These sales demonstrate the extraordinary demand and the willingness of enthusiasts to pay top dollar for the right coin. But here's where it gets even more exciting. What if there are undiscovered errors on the 1970 penny? Numismatists speculate that new variants could still be out there, hidden in collections or waiting to be uncovered in everyday change. Imagine the thrill of being the one to identify a new, valuable error. Could the next big discovery in coin collecting be yours? Understanding what makes a coin valuable is key to appreciating the 1970 penny's allure. Rarity, demand, and condition all play pivotal roles. Coins in mint state, those that have been preserved without wear, command the highest prices. Grading services like PCGS or NGC provide certifications that add credibility and value to these coins. So, if you're lucky enough to find a potential treasure, having it professionally graded is a must. The 1970 penny remains a favorite among collectors for its unique place in history and the challenges it presents. It's a reminder of the meticulous craftsmanship and occasional imperfections that define coin production. But perhaps most importantly, it's a tangible connection to a moment in time, a piece of history you can hold in your hand. Now, let's shift gears to the practical side. How can you find one of these valuable pennies? The good news is that you don't need to be a seasoned numismatist to start your search. Bank rolls, loose change, and old coin collections are all potential gold mines. Equip yourself with a magnifying glass, reference guides, or even coin-identifying apps to examine your finds closely. Pay special attention to the date, the mint mark, and any signs of doubling or imperfections. Once you've identified a potential treasure, proper preservation is crucial. Handle your coins carefully to avoid scratches, and store them in protective holders to maintain their condition. And remember, never clean a valuable coin. Even the smallest alteration can drastically reduce its value. Before we wrap up, let's revisit the unsolved mysteries of the 1970 penny. Could there be errors yet to be discovered? Theories abound, and the possibilities are tantalizing. With millions of pennies produced that year, the odds might be slim, but they're not zero. It's this sense of discovery that keeps collectors searching and dreaming. So, here's your challenge: start hunting for 1970 pennies. Dig through your change, visit local coin shops, and ask family members about old collections. Who knows? You might uncover a piece of history worth thousands, or even millions. And when you do, be sure to share your findings with us in the comments. If you loved exploring the fascinating story of the 1970 penny, don't stop here. Check out our video on the most valuable pennies ever discovered, and prepare to be amazed by the hidden treasures waiting to be found. Remember, every coin has a story, and the next great discovery could be yours. Happy hunting! Could a simple 1963 penny be hiding in your pocket, worth thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars? It sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? But believe me, it's not just a dream, and today I'm going to show you why. In fact, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how one unassuming penny could change your life forever. Imagine finding a coin so valuable it could buy you a car, pay off your debts, or even put a down payment on a house. Let's dive into the incredible story of the 1963 US penny, uncovering its hidden secrets and revealing how you can spot one of these rare gems. Take a look at this gleaming penny. Its humble design belies its potential worth. As it spins under the light, every detail catches your eye: the classic profile of Abraham Lincoln, the crisp edges, and, perhaps, a subtle imperfection that could mean everything. The story of the 1963 penny is one of mystery, rarity, and unexpected fortune. And if you've ever wondered whether there might be treasure hidden in plain sight, stick around. By the end of this video, you'll be armed with the knowledge to potentially turn pocket change into life-changing wealth. The year 1963 was a fascinating time in American history. The economy was thriving, yet the winds of change were in the air. President John F. Kennedy's influence was reshaping the nation's identity, and the growing popularity of coin collecting was taking hold across the country. Coins became more than just currency; they were pieces of history, symbols of craftsmanship, and, for some, a pathway to hidden wealth. The penny, with its coppery gleam and enduring design, was no exception. But 1963 was a transitional year for coinage in the United States. Just 2 years later, the Coinage Act of 1965 would transform the composition of many coins, removing silver and altering the way currency was produced. The 1963 penny, however, retained its traditional makeup: 95% copper and 5% zinc. This composition gave the coin its distinctive look and feel, making it a favorite among collectors even today. The 1963 penny was minted in vast quantities at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. But here's the thing, not all 1963 pennies are created equal. Some carry unique features and rare errors that elevate their value far beyond a single cent. And those rare variations are exactly what we're here to uncover. Before we delve into the errors and variants, let's take a closer look at the design and composition of the 1963 penny. The obverse features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, created by Victor D. Brenner. This design has been a staple of American coinage since 1909, making it instantly recognizable. On the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of unity in history. Now, you might be wondering, what could possibly make such a common coin worth so much? The answer lies in the details, and the errors. Minting errors are mistakes that occur during the coin production process, and they can turn an ordinary penny into a collector's dream. In the case of the 1963 penny, some of these errors are particularly sought after. One of the most exciting errors to look for is the double die. This occurs when the coin's design is accidentally struck twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect. Imagine seeing the date 1963 or the words Liberty and In God We Trust appear slightly doubled. These coins are incredibly rare and can fetch high prices at auction. The key is to examine your coins closely, using a magnifying glass or microscope to spot these subtle details. Another error to watch for is the repunched mint mark, or RPM. This is when the mint mark, in this case, the D for Denver, was accidentally punched more than once, creating a shadow or doubled effect. While it may seem like a small flaw, collectors pay big money for these unique imperfections. A well-preserved 1963 penny with a repunched mint mark could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Then there are off-center strikes and misprints. These errors occur when a coin is not properly aligned during the minting process, resulting in a design that's visibly off-center or incomplete. These mistakes are easy to spot and are highly desirable among collectors. Imagine finding a 1963 penny with only half of Lincoln's face showing. A quirky and valuable piece of history. Die, cracks and cuts are another category of errors that can add significant value to a coin. These flaws appear as raised lines or blobs on the coin's surface, caused by cracks or breaks in the die used to strike the coin. Each of these errors tells a story of the minting process, and their rarity makes them highly collectible, but there's one particular 1963 penny error that stands out above the rest, and it's caused a buzz in the coin collecting community. Could this elusive coin be hiding in your collection? We'll reveal it soon, so keep watching. Now, let's talk about value and collectability. The worth of a 1963 penny depends heavily on its condition and grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher grades indicating better preservation. A mint state coin, graded 65 or higher, is pristine, with sharp details and no visible wear. These high-grade coins command the highest prices, especially when they feature rare errors. For example, a 1963 double-die penny in mint state could sell for thousands of dollars at auction. Similarly, a repunched mint mark or off-center strike in excellent condition could bring in a small fortune. Even pennies with minor errors can be worth hundreds of dollars if they're well preserved. Auction records tell incredible stories of collectors striking gold with their finds. Imagine bidding on a coin you once thought was worthless, only to see its price soar into the thousands. These dramatic moments highlight the allure of coin collecting and the thrill of discovering a hidden gem. But what makes the 1963 penny so special to collectors? It's a combination of factors: its historical context, its rarity, and its enduring appeal. The 1960s were a time of change, and the 1963 penny serves as a tangible link to that era. Its traditional copper composition and timeless design evoke a sense of nostalgia, while its rare errors add an element of intrigue and excitement. And here's the thing: there's an overlooked factor that could make your 1963 penny even more valuable. What if I told you there are still undiscovered variants of this coin waiting to be found? That's right, even today, new errors and unique features continue to come to light. Could the next big discovery in coin collecting be hiding in your pocket change? It's a tantalizing thought, and it's why coin enthusiasts keep searching. If you're eager to start hunting for valuable 1963 pennies, here's how you can get started. First, check your loose change, bank rolls, and old coin collections. Pay close attention to the details, mint marks, doubling, and any unusual features. A magnifying glass or microscope is essential for spotting those tiny but crucial imperfections. Once you've identified a potentially valuable coin, it's important to handle it with care. Avoid touching the surface, as oils from your skin can cause damage. Instead, hold the coin by its edges and store it in a protective holder or album. This will help preserve its condition and maximize its value. Remember, even a minor scratch or blemish can significantly reduce a coin's worth. Proper storage and handling are key to maintaining its pristine state. And if you're serious about collecting, consider investing in a reference guide or joining a coin collecting community to learn more about the fascinating world of numismatics. So, let's recap. The 1963 penny is more than just a piece of change, it's a piece of history, a symbol of craftsmanship, and, for some, a gateway to unexpected wealth. Its design, composition, and unique errors make it a favorite among collectors, while its potential value adds an element of excitement and intrigue. Have you checked your change for a 1963 penny yet? If not, now is the perfect time to start. You never know what treasures might be hiding in plain sight. And if you've already found a rare coin, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your story. Who knows? The next big discovery in the world of coin collecting might be sitting in your pocket right now. There's only one way to find out: start searching today. You could be holding history in your hands, and with a little luck, it might just change your life forever. What if I told you that a simple 1988 penny in your pocket could be worth thousands, or even more? It's not just a dream, it's a reality for some lucky collectors. Imagine holding a coin that could change your life. Today, we uncover the hidden secrets of the 1988 penny, what makes it unique, valuable, and potentially life-changing for collectors. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how to find these hidden treasures. Let's start with a look back at America in 1988. It was a time of cultural shifts, economic trends, and technological advancements. The Cold War was nearing its end, and pop culture was dominated by blockbuster movies, iconic music, and the rise of video games. Coin collecting was also gaining traction as a popular hobby, with enthusiasts scouring their change for rare finds. Amidst all this, the U.S. Mint was hard at work producing billions of pennies for circulation, including the now famous 1988 penny. The 1988 penny was part of the Lincoln Memorial series, designed by Victor D. Brenner. The obverse featured Abraham Lincoln's iconic profile, while the reverse depicted the Lincoln Memorial. But there was something special about the 1988 penny that would only become apparent years later. The transition from predominantly copper pennies to zinc-based pennies with a thin copper plating, which began in 1982, brought new challenges to the minting process. These changes, combined with the immense volume of coins produced, led to unique errors that collectors dream of finding today. Let's talk about production. The 1988 penny was minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, each leaving its own distinct mark on the coins. Mint marks, or the lack thereof, play a significant role in identifying valuable pennies. For 1988, the D for Denver and no mint mark for Philadelphia are key details to look for. But what makes this penny truly fascinating are the errors and unique features that emerged during its production. One of the most sought-after errors on the 1988 penny is the wide AM versus close AM variation. This subtle difference on the reverse side of the coin has created a frenzy among collectors. The spacing between the letters A and M in the word America is the key. A wide AM, where the letters are distinctly separated, is a rare find. These pennies can fetch significant prices, especially in excellent condition. Could one of these elusive coins be hiding in your collection right now? Another incredible error is the transitional die error. This occurs when a die from a different year is mistakenly used to strike a coin. In the case of the 1988 penny, some coins were struck using a reverse die intended for 1989. The differences are subtle but noticeable to trained eyes. Look closely at the font and details on the reverse side, and you might spot one of these rare coins. Transitional die errors are among the most coveted by collectors, often selling for thousands of dollars at auction. Double die errors add yet another layer of intrigue. These occur when a coin is struck with a die that has been imprinted twice, creating a doubling effect. On 1988 pennies, doubling can be seen in the date, lettering, or even Lincoln's profile. These errors are a testament to the complexities of the minting process and a dream find for any collector, but the list doesn't end there. Off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, and cuds are all errors that can be found on 1988 pennies. Each of these flaws tells a story of the coin's journey through the minting process. An off-center strike, where the design is visibly misaligned, can transform an ordinary penny into a valuable collectible. Similarly, a clipped planchet, where a portion of the coin's edge is missing, adds character and rarity to the piece. Die cracks and cuds, which occur when the die itself is damaged, create unique patterns that make each coin one of a kind. Let's pause for a moment and consider the value of these pennies. What drives their worth? Rarity, condition, and demand are the primary factors. A penny in pristine condition, known as mint state, is far more valuable than one that has been circulated. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC evaluate coins based on their condition, assigning grades that can significantly impact their market value. For example, a 1988 wide AM penny in mint state could fetch thousands of dollars, while one with noticeable wear might be worth much less. Auction records tell fascinating stories of these coins' potential. Take, for instance, a 1988 penny with a rare wide AM or transitional die error that sold for tens of thousands of dollars. These sales demonstrate the extraordinary demand for unique coins and the lengths collectors will go to own a piece of history. The 1988 penny's allure lies not only in its value but also in its ability to capture a moment in time, a tangible connection to America's past. So, why do collectors love the 1988 penny? It's a combination of its historical significance, aesthetic appeal, and the mystery of its errors. Each coin offers a glimpse into the imperfections of the minting process and the artistry involved in creating currency. For numismatists, discovering a rare 1988 penny is like uncovering a hidden gem, a reward for their passion and dedication. But what if there's more to the story? Could there be undiscovered errors or variants waiting to be found? Numismatists and enthusiasts speculate that new discoveries are always possible. With millions of 1988 pennies produced, the potential for rare finds is tantalizing. It's this sense of adventure and discovery that keeps collectors searching through their change and examining old coin collections. Now, let's get practical. How can you find one of these valuable pennies? The good news is that you don't need to be an expert to start your search. Begin with bank rolls, loose change, or inherited collections. Use a magnifying glass or a coin identifying app to examine each penny closely. Focus on key features like the mint mark, the spacing in America, and any signs of doubling or transitional die use. Pay special attention to pennies minted in Philadelphia and Denver, as these are where the most notable errors have been found. Once you've identified a potential treasure, proper preservation is crucial. Handle your coins by the edges to avoid leaving fingerprints or scratches. Store them in protective holders, albums, or airtight capsules to prevent damage. And remember, never clean a valuable coin. Even the smallest alteration can drastically reduce its value. If you're serious about selling your find, consider having it graded by a professional service. A certified grade can significantly increase the coin's market value and appeal to collectors. Before we wrap up, let's revisit the unsolved mysteries of the 1988 penny. Could there be errors or variations yet to be discovered? Theories abound, and the possibilities are endless. Imagine being the one to uncover a new variant or error that rewrites the history books. It's this potential for discovery that keeps collectors and enthusiasts coming back for more. So, here's your challenge: start hunting for 1988 pennies. Dig through your change, visit local coin shops, and ask family members about old collections. Who knows? You might uncover a piece of history worth thousands, or even millions. And when you do, be sure to share your findings with us in the comments. If you enjoyed exploring the fascinating story of the 1988 penny, don't stop here. Check out our video on the most valuable pennies ever discovered, and prepare to be amazed by the hidden treasures waiting to be found. Remember, every coin has a story, and the next great discovery could be yours. Start your treasure hunt today.